Greetings. Welcome to the Kentucky Virtual Library training video on Moz Ultra and MiddleSearch Plus. These are two databases from EBSCO that you can find on our elementary school page. So if you come to kyvl.org and go to For K-12 Students, Elementary, you'll find Moz Ultra and MiddleSearch Plus here in the section under Articles, and we have descriptions with each that tells you about the resource. Moz Ultra School Edition is built for school libraries in K-12, so it has titles like National Geographic Kids, New Moon Girls, Girls Life, Boys Life, Sports Illustrated for Kids, Jack and Jill, and then things like Library Journal and School Library Journal. MiddleSearch Plus is more upper elementary, but technically it's designed for middle school libraries and has resources like Discover, Kids Spirit Magazine, Kids Discover, National Geographic Explorer, Calliope, Field and Stream, Scholastic News, Science World, and Time. So I would just like to take a few minutes to show you both of these and some tips on navigation. First thing I want to point out, I have 3 fields here. If you don't see this by default, you can let us know and I can turn that on. What that helps with is to combine searches and do multiple search terms. What I'm going to do is click biography under publication type, and I'm going to start typing Roosevelt. And what I want is biographies on FDR. So I have 5 results, 3 of which are about FDR. So I can choose the first one, and this is HTML full text. I can translate this into a different language. I can click the play button and have it read to me. But here's some information about FDR's presidency. I can put this into Google Drive, add it to my folder. I can email this to myself. I can print it. I can get the citation and choose the citation type and copy and paste that. I can get the permalink, and the permalink is a link straight to this HTML article that I can share with somebody or put in an email or a Word doc or Google Doc or whatever. Back to my results. Now, if you notice, the lexicals on these are kind of high, so they're not necessarily appropriate for elementary, but it's certainly something that you could read to your students or that you could pull information from for a display or a unit on a particular person or time period. The other thing I want to show you is how to find country reports. So I'm going to go to New Search, and I'm going to click, Country Report, if it will behave, Country Report. And I'm going to type in Syria and click Search. And here we have a country report from August on Syria. This one also is HTML full text. So there's some basic information about the country. We've got population, currency, land area, the flag. It gets into people and culture, the economy, and so on. So a lot of information here. Back to results. There are other entries here. This one shows the flag, but it is from 2007. So just keep an eye on the dates. If you want, you can sort You can sort by newest, and that may change how your results appear. So again, that's using the country report feature. Now let's look at how to find a publication. So let's say I was interested in, Jack and Jill. And here it is. We've got Jack and Jill here in Moz Ultra, and it tells me the range. So it's 1994 to present. The PDF full text is available, so that's great. So I have two options here. I can search within this publication, or I can go to a particular issue. So if I know that I need the May-June issue of Jack and Jill, I can choose that. But what I want to do is search within this publication. And I'm going to look for football. So here we have different articles related to football. Building Dreams by Marlon Jackson is a feature of Jack and Jill. But there are other options here. 3 Cheers for Cheerleading. We've got The Risk, which is about head injuries. And so let's look at the full text, the PDF. And here we've got a great brief article. It's a couple pages. Well, actually, 1 page and a picture on head injuries by Spencer Mason out of Georgia, Jack and Jill reporter. So from here, I can put this in Google Drive. I can print it. I can email it to myself or somebody else. I can put it in my folder and save it for later. I can get the citation or the permalink. And here's the permalink to the article that you can share with someone. I really like the option of emailing because I can choose my citation format and that gets included in the email. So I don't have to take an extra step and look at the citation and copy and paste that somewhere. But it really depends on what you're doing in the classroom. Back to the elementary page, let's look at MiddleSearch Plus. And we can do something similar here. We can search MiddleSearch Plus, or we can do a publication search. So I'm actually interested in HeLa cells and contributions to science. So that's a great recommended search that I can use. And based on some of my keywords, we've got articles from Science World, News for You, Discover Magazine, we've got Muse, we've got a book review, and some other things. So we've got an article from Reader's Digest. So let's actually look at this from Popular Science. We've got HTML full text, which contains some images. And then let's look at the PDF full text. And so this is something very short, but probably pretty great for a student who's trying to learn about Henrietta Lacks and HeLa cells. So those are the basics on Moz Ultra and MiddleSearch on how to search and how to find publications, which I think is a pretty powerful option. If you have questions about any of these, you certainly can get in touch with us. Come to our website, use the question mark here to ask us questions, and we'll do our best to help you. Thank you so much.